Single mum Gill Lacey lives with her 7-year-old daughter Laura near Oxford.
Good day. Yeah.
Laura absolutely loves swimming. In fact, she swims like a fish. There's just one thing holding her back. Mum is terrified of water.
I feel paralysed. Immediately I feel like I won't be able to breathe.
Even the sound of it can trigger feelings of panic.
It always amazes me. I can't do it. I can't understand why I can't do it, why I find it so horrible.
But for Laura's sake, Gill is more determined than ever to learn to enjoy swimming. Gill's test is to conquer her fear of water.
I can't believe that I will be able to overcome it because I find it so suffocating.
Easy? Some people don't think so. For Gill, getting into water is very uncomfortable. Having water splashed on her face or putting her head under the water is terrifying. Now, lots of people feel the same, but it doesn't bother them. For Gill, it became a serious issue when she realised that her fear of water was holding back her 7-year-old daughter, Laura. Laura is a complete water child, isn't she? I mean, she's completely at home and comfortable in the water. Were you like that when you were a child?
No, total opposite. For some reason, I just never liked water anywhere near my face. My fear of water is when it reaches my neck.
There?
There, yeah. So I can swim around the edge of a pool.
So you can actually swim?
I can get round. I can propel myself in the water. I think that's probably a better way of describing it. But I don't like swimming out of my depth at all.
So if you start to even think about putting your head under the water or being splashed with water on your face, how does that make you feel?
Sort of paralysed. Immediately I feel like I won't be able to breathe. And I want to inhale because I want to breathe. So I just feel like I'm going to be breathing in all this water, and it's just the sound of water going over my ears. I feel totally disorientated and up my nose. Oh, horrible.
So it's total exposure, the sound of the water,
it's
the
the
feel
sound,
of the water.
yeah, the feel of it wrapping around my face.
You must feel in many ways that because of your fear of water, you've missed out on a lot of experiences.
I do, yeah. Yeah, because everybody looks like they have great fun in the water, and that's why I can't understand why it's such purgatory for me. I can't understand why people don't mind that, that.
So we're the strange ones?
Well, didn't like to say that, Jeremy, to your face, but...
It's okay. I can take it. I'm a grown man.
Yeah, I wish somebody could explain to me why or how it's good.
So when you overcome your fear of water and you're out there swimming with Laura, how much is it going to change things for you?
It'll make a huge difference because at the moment she doesn't get any swimming except at swimming club. And I would like to be able to take her, what would you like to do today? Go for a swim? Great, let's go. I'd love to be able to do that, but I can't.
Well, if you don't mind, Gill, I'm going to go and have a quick chat with the swimming expert, Laura, and see how she feels about all this. And I will try not to splash you.
Go ahead.
You are a very good swimmer. Does Mummy ever take you swimming?
Sometimes.
And does she get in the water with you and go swimming with you?
Only if she's holding on to the edge.
Right. And does she go in the deep water or the shallow bits?
Shallow bits.
Now, what would it be like for you if one day Mummy could take you swimming and she could go in the deep bits with you and play with you?
It would be very, very fun.
Would it? Are you looking forward to that? Shall we wish Mummy luck then?
Yes.
Go on then, wish her luck.
Wish Mummy luck.
Fantastic. Thank you.
It would seem that Gill's fear of water is pretty intense, so I went to see her parents to find out how bad they thought it was. As long as you can remember, Gill was never a child who would say, can we go swimming, can we go to the seaside?
No. I don't ever recall her being like her daughter.
She didn't
her
even
daughter
like her
loves
hair
playing
being
in the
washed.
water in the bath.
Right. She didn't like her hair being washed
No,
in?
no, she screamed.
I guess the big question is, do you think that Gill has the strength and the determination to overcome her fear of water?
She's stubborn like her mother, yes, she probably can.
I think I may have started a domestic here.
No. I think she will, yes.
She sets her mind on doing something, she'll do it. She does it in a quiet way, she doesn't make a lot of fuss about it.
To overcome her fear of water, Gill needs some expert help. So we've brought her here to Culham near Oxford.
Now I know, Gill, that you're really determined to overcome your fear of water. So to help you, I'd like to introduce you to Ian, who's from Swimming Without Stress.
Hello there.
Now, Ian, how common is this problem?
Very common. Yeah, I teach about 30, 40 lessons a week, and about 75% of the people I teach are either non-swimmers who are afraid to put their face in the water, or people who swim but with their head out of the water, afraid to put the face in.
I mean, does that make you feel any better that you're not the only one?
Yes, yes. I'm glad to know that he's had some experience. But it just, it makes me know that he's got some sort of plan, some method.
OK, so it's good to know that there's a plan or a method. So, Ian, how can you help Gill?
Well, I'll be using the principles of the Alexander technique.
The Alexander technique, what's all that about?
Well, I can demonstrate quite simply with a chair, actually.
Okay.
If you sit yourself down, actually.
Right, thank you.
This is an ordinary everyday situation, an ordinary everyday movement, getting in and out of chairs. What we're going to work on is just see if you can let me get you out of the chair.
Yeah.
Most people have a tendency to stiffen the neck a little bit, so see if you can just let me lead you through the process of standing. Let the neck be free, and this is an ordinary everyday situation, getting in and out of chairs. That you did very well there.
It felt very relaxed and very, very fluid, but how will this help Gill?
Well, you've become aware there of the tendency perhaps to stiffen your neck a little bit, but it'll be much more important for Gill to become aware of what she's doing in response to her fear of water. So when I ask her to put her face in the water, the first thing she'll probably do is stiffen the neck and hold the breath, because she'll be worrying about it. And
Does this sound familiar, Gill?
I feel myself holding my breath, just listening.
We want you to keep breathing because we've got a long way to go yet.
Okay.
Okay? So the Alexander technique will help Gill to relax and become aware of what she does when she's afraid of getting into
Absolutely,
water.
yeah.
Okay, Ian, thanks very much.
Thanks,
Hope
Jeremy.
it goes well. You've got a brilliant
Thanks a
student.
lot.
Jill, are you okay about this?
Yes, Jeremy.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Don't look so worried. You'll be fine. Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Now, just the pool, the bit that you can see here, all this bit is perfectly shallow, so it's going to be up to your sort of waist.
Yeah.
So we won't be going in deep water today at all. We're going to stay within your depth, okay?
Yeah.
And we're just going to work around the steps, and we're just going to learn, first of all, to put the face in and breathe. That's the first step. And if it takes the whole lesson to do that, that's fine. We're not in any rush.
But putting her face in the water is precisely what Gill fears most.
We'll just go under the water and get the shoulders under. You all right with that?
Yeah.
That's it. What I want to do is I want to put my face in the water and breathe out into the water. But what most people normally do is they take a big breath first, and then they try and breathe quite explosively out into the water. If they're going to breathe out into the water, they kind of make a big thing of it. But we want to do something normal and then do that in the water. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make some kind of sound, any kind of sound, just like this. So we'll just do a few of those. Not into the water or anything, but just.
Gill is so scared she can't even make the sound properly.
Just a lazy kind of sound. That's it. And notice that you don't need to take a big breath in order to do that. So when you're ready, what we'll do is we'll do it together, and we'll do 3 and on the third one we'll just put the mouth in the water. You can see it, and just look down a little bit, and just when you're ready. Not bad, okay. So, okay. and we're just going to keep going with that until you start to feel more comfortable with it. Good. That's getting better already. Good. That's it. You see, that's getting better already, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's much better.
Yeah.
Now, as you come out of the water, don't protect yourself from the water going in your mouth, because water in the mouth is not a problem. I mean, for example, if I go like this, if I open my mouth and put it in the water, let it go in the water.
Just watching Ian put his mouth in the water is enough to frighten Gill.
So as I came out, the water just fell away from the mouth, and there might be just a few drips hanging around the lips or whatever, but it's nothing to sort of worry about. So get used to perhaps we'll do that. We'll get used to the feeling that water in the mouth is okay.
Just look at Gill's hands. She is very tense.
It's just there, and then when I come out, I can just let it fall away. Maybe have a go at that. So just open your mouth and do nothing. That's it. Lovely, 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 lovely. Yeah. So the water doesn't ever do anything to us. Yeah. It's just our reaction that causes a problem.
Yeah.
So that was fine. Then you suddenly sort of thought about it and sort of jumped. But have another go at that. Doing nothing, doing nothing.
Her body language says it all. Gill is hating this. But slowly, things start to get better.
Yeah, very good, very good. Support you here, good.
In the space of just 1 hour, Gill achieves what for her has always been unthinkable.
Yeah. How's it feeling now?
It feels better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine yourself enjoying it?
It's a bit too soon to ask that question. I've enjoyed the fact that I can do that.
Yeah, good, great,
now.
brilliant.
Because I could not think how you were going to persuade me to put my face in the water.
Yeah.
Gill Lacey can swim, but she's terrified of putting her head under water. Even the sound of it makes her feel uncomfortable. Her daughter Laura, on the other hand, absolutely loves it. So with the help of swimming expert Ian Cross, Gill is learning to conquer her fear of water.
Well, I had a lesson yesterday and I got in the water with the expectation that, having managed to put my face in at the previous lesson, that it would be easy to do it this time, and it wasn't.
All right. Shall we stay for a little bit? Shall we get up again?
I had a few panics. It was really, really hard. Ian asked me if I'd actually been practicing at home at all, if I'd put my face in the bath water or in a basin or anything. And I said no, because I was worried that if I tried to do it and I couldn't do it, it would really, really make me feel like I'd not achieved anything.
Despite her initial reservations, Gill perseveres with the lessons. And it's not long before they start to pay dividends. Soon, Gill starts to look like a natural-born swimmer.
I just can't believe, I floated from one side to the other with my face in the water. And I just can't believe I did it. It feels really weird.
Gill's progress has been quite amazing. Not only is she now able to put her face into the water, something she's never been able to do before, but she's now swimming under the water. And all this within the space of just a few weeks. Now, before Gill tackles the big pools and the water parks of the outside world, we want to make sure she feels confident in her swimming abilities and safe.
Which is why we've brought her here to the open-air swimming pool at Hinksey near Oxford. Gill is going to take an Amateur Swimming Association certificate, a test that will really prove if she's getting over her fear.
Well, Ian, we're here today to see if Gill can pass a certificate in water skills. What does that actually involve?
Well, the water skills certificates from the ASA are designed to test versatility, skills and endurance in the water. And Gill's going to be having a go at level 3 today, that'll be quite an achievement, level 3.
Well, Gill, your examiner's just turned up, so I think we should go and meet her.
Okay.
Come and meet Janet, who's your examiner.
Hi there, Jill.
Hello, Janet.
Hi, nice to meet you this afternoon. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I am.
Hope the water's warm.
Now, you're not going to be too hard on her now, are you?
Well, I will see.
I'm going to leave you to it, and you better go and get changed.
Okay.
So the first activity will be to tread water out of your standing depth for 20 continuous seconds. Go.
She's in
So
and
she's treading
away.
water now.
Okay, you can stop there, Jill, and come back.
She's getting out. She's had enough.
I think she's going to do a little dive in.
She's going to dive in?
Yeah, I mean, she can jump in, which
Now,
is the
this is
requirement of the badge,
something I
but
do not
diving is
wanna
slightly
miss.
more spectacular, and she's pretty good at it. She needs to remember to point the top of the head at the water, not to look at the water, and that's all
I
right.
can't believe that. She's under.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
And she's
Very
coming
good,
up.
and
She's
she's
not
coming
kind
up. She's not panicking, she's treading water.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Are you confident that she'll pass?
Having just seen her do those first two things, I am pretty confident now. I was a little bit nervous.
Were you?
Yeah. In fact, I was having a bit of difficulty sleeping last night.
You serious?
Yeah, honestly, because I know she can do all these things.
Yeah.
But it's important that she can do them without me, with a different person watching her in a new place.
Sure. I mean, this would be some achievement if she does this, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, because we could have done water skills 1 or water skills 2, and that would have been a lot easier.
Right.
But these things, they require you to be in deep water. You've got to be swimming some proper strokes.
Yeah.
What I'm just going to ask you to do now is I'm just going to throw an object into the pool for you, and I'd like you to retrieve that object from the bottom of the pool using both hands. Okay?
I mean, this is the same person who just a few weeks ago, when we were sitting by the edge of a pool, was saying, don't get water on my face, don't splash me.
Yeah, I mean, she was really very afraid of putting her face in the water. She was seriously, even though she could swim a little bit, I would say she was quite seriously phobic about that. She really was terrified. She was to quite a high degree. She was really stiffening her neck. She was red. She couldn't breathe, So she had to really re-coordinate herself completely in order to be able to do anything that we needed to do to get where she is now.
She's finished, has she passed?
Oh, I'm sure she has. Yeah, she hardly put a foot wrong.
Well done. Want to hop out for me? Well done. How was that?
That's fine.
Congratulations. You passed all 10
Thank
of those
you.
activities. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done, Jill. Well done. Who would have
Made it
thought?
look easy.
I know.
You did make it look easy. Are you pleased?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to do that actually all the way across.
Fantastic. It looked a long way.
You looked completely comfortable. Really? Hello, I think Ian's turned up with something here for
Here
you.
we are then, Jill.
Oh, thank
Stating all the
you.
things you can do. Water skills 3.
Fantastic.
I haven't signed it yet, but
I'll have to put that next to Laura's.
yes. Put it on your wall.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Jill certainly proved that she's far more confident in the water, and her swimming skills are definitely coming along. But all that was done in a swimming pool, which is a slightly more secure environment for Jill. A big water park like this is a completely different story. What's so big about this thing? Have you ever been to a big water park like this before?
Well, I've always thought that it looks great fun, but I've never had the confidence to actually participate.
Well, now you are here and you're about to participate. What do you think?
It looks very exciting.
All of it, or is there anything that makes you feel a little bit anxious still?
Probably the slides.
Why?
Make me feel... It's the kind of dropping in at the bottom.
I've got to say, though, that this is the first time you've been without Ian.
It feels strange, and I almost want him to explain to me exactly the process and what happens and how to deal with it. The whole experience for me has kind of been unreal, and it's only really because of Laura. I don't think I would have done it but for her, because she loves this sort of thing so much. I think the thing for me is that not so much the swimming on the surface, which is great, but it's the feeling of going under the water and enjoying it. That has been the best thing for me.
That's been a really big breakthrough, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the time is fast approaching.
Okay.
Gill bravely agrees to jump in at the deep end and try one of the water slides. This is a huge test for her. Now it's time for the big one, the Master Blaster.
Are you really up for this?
You don't have half for me? Okay.
Excellent, isn't it? You really enjoyed it?
Great.
Laura, tell me something. How do you feel about Mummy doing that?
Very proud of her.
She should be very proud of herself too, shouldn't she? Jill's transformation has been quite remarkable. Watching her on those rides today, you would never have guessed that she used to be afraid of water. Now the question now, of course, is how on earth is Laura going to keep Mum out of the pool? For a copy of our fact sheet, call us now on 09015 622 225. That's 09015 622 225.